Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, we're going to be playing some Starlight into England 6. Looks like we got board E. Alright, let's see that starting Explorer. Oh, hold on. I needed to load in my custom presence here. Okay. Starting Explorer is going to be Mountain. Probably... It's probably pretty solid for us because we have... could probably defend both lands, depending on what our starting draws are. I'm going to be doing the standard Starlight opening. This is an opening that I talk about in my Starlight guide. If this is a spirit that you're struggling with, definitely give that guide a look. We're going to put a presence down first. That's going to be our first growth option. Second growth option is an energy. Third growth option is we're going to gain a power card and move a presence. We're going to gain that power card first before we move that presence. And then we are going to be playing Reimagining and Shape. Okay, so now let's look at the cards. We have some very interesting picks here. Steam Vent stands out as a Earth Water fast town destroy because we're likely going to have the Earth innate. I do like Shadows as a way to get a lot of fear. It's also zero cost, and then Favor is a defend Sun Plant. I think it's Steam Vents just because we can tech Water Earth, which is my preferred build path. And we might be able to actually kill this town here. So we're going to move our presence into E7 here. And let's see what that next Explorer is. Wetlands. Yikes. Oh, that's probably fine, right? Because we could kill this town. Let's build mountain. There we go. It is a shame because I wish I could just use my right innate and gather this Explorer out. I would actually stop the build, but then the problem is I don't have the 2 Dahan to kill my E5. So I actually have to use my right innate, that Moon Gather, to gather this Dahan into my E5 instead, so I can trade effectively there. We're going to use Shape. Let's get that Miner. Oops, not that. That Miner, and we're going to forget Shape, gaining 3 energy. 1, 2, 3. Looking at these cards, we have Enticing, Uncanny, Reach and Grasp, and Domesticated. Reach and Grasp is a dead card. Uncanny is also pretty dead. Enticing Splendor is one of the strongest cards in the game. Zero cost Sun Plant that has fast disruption. We also drafted a second defend here with Domesticated. I think I'm going to go with Enticing Splendor, allowing me to tech Sun Plant in the late game. We're going to use Boona Reimagining, forgetting Gather. Oh, I did not mean to click that, even though those cards were pretty busted on us. I'm pretty sure when we get majors, they won't be as strong as those two. There we go. And, well, these cards are just insane. Yeah, this is some of the best miners I could see. I mean, Carapace Land is just insane. Defense 6 on Starlight. We also got Call to Trade, which is that tri-element Ravage Skip. And, I mean, worst case, you get the Sun Plant Earth. We also have Sucking Ooze, which is Isolate on Element. And then we also got Haunted, which is Defend 3. And then we can likely get a ton of fear targeting a Beastland. I think it's Carapace plus Sucking Ooze. I mean, I definitely have to grab Carapace. This card's too good to pass up. I think it's Sucking Ooze here. Because this is going to be raw fear. I mean, usually Call to Trade is the answer, but because it's England, Call to Trade isn't as good. Oh, but Call to Trade is just nuts. I mean, you could actually grab these two and you have the double tri-elements. No, I think definitely think it's Sucking Ooze here. Because I'll eventually be able to remove the Blight off my E2. I just have to be careful there. Sucking Ooze. That passes. Presence from bottom track here. We're going to gain energy. We're going to put this presence, we'll throw it right here in E7. Now, I have an option. I could do Carapace Land and Steam Vents. By doing these two cards together, I could actually defend both of these lands. That's probably pretty good. Defend 5, defend 6. This is definitely an Earth. The next turn, we can plan on sucking ooze plus like steam vents again. Yeah, no, it's definitely. Okay, so we use growth option, growth option. Next growth option, we'll move a presence to the mountain, getting a minor. We're looking for constancy, living energy, all of those cards. Nature's Connection, amazing. Another pull beneath, water, earth. I mean, Promises is also great. Fast Dahan movement, sun, earth, zero cost. Elemental Boon is like the worst card here. Actually, no, Pull Beneath is the worst card, but still, I mean, because Elemental Boon is slightly better than Pull Beneath because it's tri-element. Man, we're just drafting all of the good cards this game. Let's use Steam Vents here. We're gonna kill this town, and we have that nice defend 5 over here to E5. We'll be able to trade here. Next turn, we'll be able to defend my E8, and then Steam Vents the town on E4. Actually, we have defend 6 here, and our defend 5 is on E2. So we have Carapace Land on E2, and our defend, Carapace Land on E5, and then our right innate on E2. I mean, these are just really strong cards. I mean, part of me wants to do Natures, though it's definitely not as good. I actually, instead of going with, this is kind of crazy, instead of going with Steam Vents and killing the town here on E7, I could go with Dahan Gather with Promises into here. Oh no, the only negative with this is I don't have a Sacred Site, and I need to get in range. I still think it's actually Promises though, as these are really good cards, but Promises is very strong here. Okay, so this is kind of crazy, but we don't do Steam Vents. We leave the town here on E7, gaining the energy back. And then instead of choosing the energy gain here, we're going to choose to do presence movement. So I can move this presence here into E5. And then I'm going to play Promises instead. So hopefully you followed along, but basically, instead of me playing Steam Vents this turn, I'm going to use Promises, Gathering Dahan, and then I'll have the Sacred Site that way. And then next turn, I can set up both Steam Vents and Sucking Ooze to get the double Water Earths. So I can get a Blight Heal as well as that Earth. So I can likely kill this town here and then defend my E8 here. I'll be pretty far ahead. Let's see what we got. Promising Farmland. Add a Beast. Now I'm kind of sad I didn't pick up the Defend 3. Okay, Mountain Ravage. Can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Wetlands build. Explore is sands, and one of these has to be a town. I think I could do it on my E1. It's very interesting. I actually could do it like this instead. I hate putting it on E6 here. Let's think. Let's think through this. No, I think we do it like this because there's a chance we get beast damage. Because we can kill the town here with Steam Vents. This gets traded with the event. And then there's a chance that we can get beast damage clearing that on that sands. Okay. So presence, gain a minor. Move a presence, gain a minor. Go over here to the wetlands. There be monsters, which is another way to get fear. Now we did get Spur, and Spur is really strong on Starlight, just because it gives us that sun element. I mean, we probably can go either or here. Savage Maw Beast, just a dead card. Damage is not good enough into England. Bird's Cry, we don't need more Dahan movement. This is just an expensive Dahan movement. We already drafted the best one with Promises. I wanted to play these two cards. Something like this. Probably take the Blight here, thinking. Because with a play like this, I also can grab the water. I wonder if the answer is the water build. I mean, we just try to abuse Sucking Ooze as much as we can. So maybe it is Here There Be Monsters as just a way to generate a more consistent amount of fear. I think that's how we're going to win this game. But Spur is just nuts on us. It also lines up nicely. Let's, I know Spur, let's do Here There Be Monsters just to mix it up a little bit. Okay, we move the presence, place the presence. We have one more option. We're going to reclaim one. We're going to grab Carapace. Actually, let's grab Promises. Because then I can plan to do Promises, defend this land here. Okay, Steam Vents. We're going to kill this town here on the wetland. Sucking Ooze, 2 fear. Let's isolate the sands here. And we're hoping for possibly beast damage. We have that right innate. Defend 5 here on my E8. And that's with that earth. And then we'll have the water innate to remove that blight on E4. Search for new lands. Push a beast. Oh, I have an extra beast from the last event, so I can actually push my beast to E6. Nice, okay. Got rewarded for putting my beast in E7 and not E5. Dahan defense, shirt fear card. This is a forced action. I could push an explorer or a town. I think we push this town over here to E5. No, maybe not. I mean, they're already building here. I was trying to see if I could stop the build on E4, but it does not look like I can. I could throw just to E5 just to make the coast just a little bit softer. Mountain single build. Wetland ravage. Sands build. Explore with escalation is jungle. That's probably a good hit for us, just because we didn't want, yeah, and then I can also kill this town here. So I've created a little pocket on E8, the classic. So we have the water innate, heal that blight. This is 3, 6, 8, 10 damage. But we got the Carapace plus the innate. Yeah, we're just, oh, but they're gonna double build a wetland. It's probably okay. Depends how greedy I want to be. So I have defend 5. This is 3, 6, 8, 10 damage. So it's 5 damage through. The Dahan will both die if I do that there. Yeah, because if I reclaim... see, I need Steam Vents and I need Sucking Ooze. Because I was trying to see if I could kill this and isolate it, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So presence from bottom track again. Let's go here on E7. I think we grab one more miner looking for that constancy. We didn't get it. How did these cards look? I mean, we did get Ravaged Undergrowth, Infested Aquifers. At least that's that water earth. Yeah, I mean, we want to be playing Carapace, so we want this card to have animal. Could do Call of the Dahanways. And then we also have Reclaim 1, so we get to move a presence to there. Yeah, I know we want to play these two here and here. Yeah, this is going to be a problem next turn. Yeah, so I think we take the Blight on E3. If we do Call of the Dahanways, we get to get the Animal Innate. Allows me to get these Dahan into here, and then I can defend this. Seems pretty good. I mean, Call of the Dahanways is usually a great pickup. I mean, we have Here There Be Monsters, though. Is that better? Is this card a better pick, better play, though? I get 2 more fear. So it's 2 fear versus adding another Dahan. Already going to get 2 fear this turn. Next turn. Reclaim this. Take the Blight on E2. Okay, I think it is Call of the Dahanways this turn. promises. We're going to gather these Dahan over here. Then we're going to use our Earthenate plus Carapace to give us that good old Defend 11. We can hopefully trade over there in that Sands land. And then we have the Animal Innate plus Call of the Dahan Ways to set up wait here. We are double building Wetland, but fortunately we're board E, so our E8 is not double building, just our E4. We have +1 damage, does not matter. Beast Destroy, dang, I had to push that beast out. Dahan pushed, okay, so that literally does nothing. Wetland, double build. It's not the end of the world. Worst case, we just move the presence out, and because we heal the blight, it's like we don't even have to worry about the land anymore. Because now we just need to tech towards a fear of victory. That's what we're trying to do here. Sands Ravage, killing that city. Jungle build. And Explore is Mountain with an escalation. Is a little scary though, because now that Sands is going to go up to 5 buildings from here, likely 6 from here. So there's 1 card in the game that could kill us. Build in the land with the most buildings. We're going to use that Animal Innate, moving these Dahan into this jungle. Then we're going to use Call of the Dahan Ways, replacing an Explorer with a Dahan. And, oh, I don't have the moon. I thought I'd remove the town, but I do not. That's probably okay, though. The Defend 5 lines up really nicely there still. So Reclaim 1, Sucking Ooze, because we want to get that fear here. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of this town because then I would stop the build here on the Sands, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So Reclaimed 1. Getting a miner, still looking for that constancy, looking for any earth card because I need a defend. I mean, I hate Desiccating Winds, but it's the only card we have here. That's unfortunate. So that's the only card we can pick. I can move a presence. I don't think I want to. We'll grab Desiccating Winds. Presence from that Reclaim. Just doing that standard build. And there it is. Let's see where we want to put this presence. Probably here. Move a presence. Probably like that. I think we played these 3. Such an awkward turn. Now we are going to get Sucking Ooze, giving us 2 fear and Isolate. We have the Defend 5 over here. And then we have here there be monsters for a nice Defend 2 somewhere, or not Defend 2, a push, and then we'll be able to add a Badlands in the slow. Yeah, and I think here there be monsters is better than Enticing Splendor. And then next turn we'll have our Reclaim All. We'll grab a major and see what we're doing. Our early turns were good, and then we kind of tapered off, but that's okay. Invested, dang, so we're not... Oh no, we are blighting, great. So we won't have to add that free town. Beast damage, sure, and then Dahan add. Dahan add is great, because now we can actually clear this jungle. Fear card does nothing. Okay, Sands build. Jungle Ravage, taking that blight to dead. Mountain builds. We'll probably take another blight, I think, on my E5. Explore is coasts. So now we have to be very careful because we are currently in danger of dying to my E1. It is going to it's going to build, and then it's going to build again due to the escalation. Here there be monsters. 2 fear. We're going to push this town out into this wetland. We're going to use Desiccating Winds. We'll add a Badlands. Killing the Explorer. Oh no. The damage is before. So I think we do that. Yeah, I think we Enticing Splendor this town out to prevent the lost condition. We plan to defend this land here on my E2. So presence. Go presence there. Go major. Redraw, transform, and these are some rough cards. Oh, we did get cast down, of course. Um, yeah, I'm not sure about. So we gain the cards first, and then we move our presence. Yeah, these are not very good at all. Like, these are just pretty terrible majors. Um, I think cast down is definitely the best, and we've also set up nicely to threshold it. Okay, what if we decide to just go with the cast down game? Because presence gain, and we have a reclaim all. Okay, so this is what our turn looks like. Um, we're still 2 turns away from playing this card. And I think I have the cards, right? Because I can get it this plus 2 water earths. Yeah, no, because I have sucking ooze and I have just sucking ooze. I don't have another water earth, so if I play these two plus this, and if I get sun here, I threshold it. Oops, let's see if we. Yep. Okay, so that is the plan. So the plan is to win in 2 turns. Let's forget desiccating winds, and we're gonna do it in the fast phase. So this turn, what do we have to do? So the way we win the game is we don't want to die, which is very possible. We can, oh no, let's not forget peace. Let's forget, oh no, I forgot desiccating winds. Let's actually forget boon of reimagining. So if I play these 3 cards, I get defend 6 here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can do defend 11. I have the water innate. Plus I have, yeah, so steam vents kills the town. Sucking ooze, 2 fear. Isolates the sands. And then I have my double defend for the mountain. Or for the, yeah, that coastal. We take the blight here on E5. We blight heal, removing the blight off my E3. And then next turn, we take the blight on E3 and we plan to defend E2 and E1. Yeah, I think we got this locked. We're in a really good spot. There's a couple cards that do kill us still. On each board, add an explorer to a land without invaders or to Han. Sure, so explore to E8. Okay, fear cards. Skip the lowest explorer. Sure. Jungle builds. Build. Mountain ravage. Ravage, lose presence. Kill the city. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, we kill the city. Then build coasts. Explore wetlands. Skipping the lowest. And we have to escalate into my E1. I think we're good. So we have the blight removal on E3. Yeah, and I think that seals the deal for us. Pretty sure. I mean, we're going to take some blight, though. In worst case, we take 2 blight and we win the game the following turn. So we go presence from bottom track. Getting an energy. Put a presence here. And I think we just reclaim all. Gain energy. Play these 3 cards again. Steam vents. Killing a town here. Sucking ooze. 2 fear. Isolate. These Han are about to die. It's okay. We have the defend 5 plus Carapace land for defend 11. This mountain. We're taking 2 blight and we should be good. Oh, and we'll move. Or the options. Yeah, we did not gain a power card, so we cannot move a presence. And then we should have exactly enough energy next turn. Let's see what we get. Cool. We're going to forget a power card to gain 2 energy. So now we are set. We can move to presence. Let's leave behind. Let's move some presence. We'll move to here. Irregular outbreaks, defend 2. Fear card, isolate, defend 2. It does not matter. Mountain builds, build. Coast ravage, blight, goodbye to Han. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's dead. Wetlands build, and the Explorer is mountain jungle. And that plan that we had prepped for 2 turns ago, finally paying off. That's that water innate. Time passes. Presence from bottom row. Getting an energy. Getting my energy. Putting that presence down. Reclaim all. Extra card play, slow to fast. Cast down fast, destroying my board. That's a sacrifice victory, and that's GG. So, nice solid game. So just to recap, because I unlocked this last growth option, I can make it one of my slow powers fast. And it just so happened that I had prepped for with Sucking Ooze and Steam Vents and my Water Earth that I could easily threshold cast down. So just another reason to prioritize that Earth innate. And then I end up prioritizing water as my secondary, but it just worked out quite nicely. Let's look at some of the events to see how this game went. I felt like our drafts in the early game were pretty strong. They tapered off in the mid game. We didn't get any of the energy boons. Our first major draft was actually pretty weak. I mean, these 4 are pretty brutal. Luckily, we were able to redraw, transform to get cast down. But just looking at these cards, I think if I didn't get cast down here, I probably would have just tossed these all back. I don't even think I would have grabbed any of these majors. I wonder how much fear that cast down generated us, because we needed quite a lot of fear to pull that game out. If you like this video, like, subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video.